Look at your fucking boy. Look at your boy.
Holy shit.
You see this shit? I figured some stuff out. Oh, fuck. I almost nailed it. Hold on. Oh, God damn it. I figured out, but I found all these cool new buttons. Wait until you hear these things. Oh, that's right, motherfucker. Oh, look at that. Wow, Greg is on time. Greg, you are so bright. What are you doing with that window? Are you like turning this
window?
No. Yeah, like you don't have a curtain? You have a curtain?
Yeah, I do. The curtain's just open and it doesn't do much.
Oh, it doesn't? Hold on.
Greg's the guy on the plane that leaves the window open.
Already better. Already. I mean,
don't get Degen started on the windows.
Listen, actually, don't get me started.
That's what I said.
Credit.
Well, I was just going to say it's not that hot of a take to just have the window open if you're flying during the daytime. Nobody wants to fall asleep at fucking, 3:00 in the afternoon. Anyways, Greg has God alongside him for the picks today. Sure, that works. What do we think about this background though? Is it too distracting? Typically, Greg looks like he's in Chew's basement. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. At night, the lighting in my apartment sucks, but during the day, it's great. It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah. You're south facing though. That's what most people want. So we have to, we can't complain too much. There's this new funny saying going around on Twitter, by the way. It says, "Oh, my lobster."
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Gotta love this shit.
I still want to hear the saying.
All right. Hold on. I'm going to butcher it. Let me go find my bookmarks. It says, "My steak is too tender, my lobster's too buttery." Do you know what this means?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I saw this guy, Nick Watts, who I follow, is kind of funny. And he tweeted it with, "What's going on with all these elite institutions that leads to depression amongst our youth?" And it says the top 16 to most depressed schools, and they're all like Ivy League. He said, "My steak is too tender, my lobster too buttery." Anyways, I'm not talking about depression or the Ivy Leagues. I'm talking about the saying. That's pretty good. I'm going to start using that now. If there's like a first world problem thing,
I can't wait to use that for the first time.
Why don't we? Yeah, it was always Epiphany. Apparently, it was always Epiphany. Why don't we talk a little NBA before we get into the NHL? Steak got a goose egg. What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. First of all, let me get ahead of it. It was always the Rockets, like literally always the Rockets. I watched basketball last night.
Yeah. How good is SGA, dude?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being dead serious. In the end of that game, he was absolutely fine.
Oh, well, I didn't watch the end of the game. I mean,
the end of the game is all that matters. He had 5 points in the first half, but in the end, he's fucking insane. He is.
I disagree. End of the game, all that matters. If that motherfucker could play a first half, the Thunder probably win that game and cover the spread. They couldn't hit a fucking three to save their life. What were they, like 2 for 13 at one time?
Bro, everybody on defense is fucking 6'11". That was the weirdest starting lineup I've ever seen. From the beginning of that game, I was like, okay, it's not that I didn't know what was happening. Obviously, they posted about it. Tallest starting lineup in NBA history. That shit looked weird out there. There was a time when Sengun was bringing the ball up the court. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I love Sengun. Greg, did you get involved with NBA at all last night, or should we just?
No, I should have tailed Steak's dog, but
yeah,
I didn't.
I liked the Thunder. I liked the Warriors. I ended up just doing a parlay and betting the Thunder. So naturally I went 0-2 and lost both my wagers. Steak, did you have anything in the Lakers game?
No, I really didn't. I like the Warriors, so obviously there's regrets there. I dabbled with the prop parlay, but I really do want to watch some ball before I start going crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense. We should not neglect the NBA. It's back. The people like it. There are some games tonight, but this is going to be an NFL stream. Greg, how's your corp looking? Should we talk NFL and end with NBA?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not bringing anything to the table on NBA.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So let's go ahead and we'll talk we'll start with football, week 8. And then we're doing Wednesday because again, tomorrow cannot stream. But we will do the degenerate happy hour. That is the milkiest fucking coffee I've seen in a minute. And what do you? I'm just curious. What do you order? What's your order?
You're gonna laugh at me.
That's okay. That's okay.
I order a black cold brew from Starbucks, and then when I get home, I put my own creamer in it.
Okay. What kind of creamer do you have?
It's like sugar-free hazelnut.
Okay. What's the brand?
Chobani.
Yeah. Okay. I know it. Yeah. I like hazelnut. The creamer I use when I'm in the mood for creamer, I've been using Malk, which is like the milk with like no xanthan gum and shit. I don't know. It's the only thing in the grocery store with no xanthan gum. They have like caramel and they have vanilla. They're usually sold out. Hipsters love this
I was
bullshit.
gonna say that sounds super Brooklyn.
Yeah, it is. It's actually not bad, but when I'm in Florida, I don't see it at Publix, so I get the Chobani one. It still tastes like really artificial. So but I noticed something. I noticed something when I use it. Whatever it is, it's like putting fucking watercoloring in water. Like one drop does a lot.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying.
So now I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to let you off the hook entirely because you're not adjusting clearly. Like
wasn't too much. It's just delicious, you know. Just
I gotta be honest, steak that looks like a boba tea.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But Greg, I'm not kidding. When I put creamer in my coffee, like just regular cream, I literally just go boop. I even tell the barista I'm so annoying. I've tried every variation of the word small. I now have nailed it. I say, can I get a drop of cream when I want cream? And it's like boop. Because if you say small, if you say splash, they fucking gung, 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 gung. Steak is probably not doing a lot of creamer, but
I'm doing too much. Like, I'll be honest, I don't like my coffee this milky. It's too much.
It's crazy. You got to go really light. Like you're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, that's not enough. The Chobani it is. Anyway,
real quick, just want to say one thing. I'm going on playback Monday with the boys. Adam's got picks and everybody, and I'm streaming the first half of the Magic game. Degen, if you're free, you should join me.
Absolutely. Count me in for now. I do have to go back to Orlando. I don't know when I'm flying back. It's either going to be Sunday or Monday. So as long as I'm not in the air, count me in. Okay. Let's
real quick, because I said I don't want to do NBA, but should I throw a little bit on the Magic to win the East?
I mean, as long as you don't treat me like you treat Degen about the Bucks and the Rays, I actually think it's a good wager given what the East is, but just know they are trendy this year.
They're very trendy. Yeah, and that's my concern is they're trendy and they haven't really done anything in the playoffs yet. They got to learn how to win in those big situations before I'm going to take them to win the East is my thought.
Yeah.
I would actually love if Greg bet on the Magic and then gave you a little bit of the treatment he gives me.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want
What treatment? No matter what I do, you're unhappy with me. I bet on them. I bet against them. I do nothing. I don't believe in them. You just want to be the only Bucks fan out there that believes, but when somebody else believes, they're public and they don't know what they're doing.
That is such an exaggeration. I'm going to have to find the clip. Greg is telling me that I shit on him for betting the Bucks to win the division.
It's very public. That's what you said.
That's all public. I said.
Big cats on Baker MVP. I feel like you're just not really reading into it enough.
There's some truth to what Greg's saying. I don't think shit on is the term, but I think it's more like I lean more towards Greg being correct in this scenario.
You always do. You always do.
But Degen, to be very clear, you were not on the Bucks to go into this year.
And neither was I. So let me finish, Degen. I was actually on your side. That's why I vividly remember that we were kind of against Greg liking the Bucks again this year. That's why I say that.
Greg came with two plays. He liked the Rams. He liked the Broncos. And all I told him was these are very popular picks. And then when he said he liked the Bucks, I just let him know these are very popular picks. It's no beef. It's no issue. The Bucks won the Super Bowl when they got Brady was popular. That happened. The Rams got popular when Stafford went. They won the Super Bowl. That happened. Popular plays happen all the time. There's no way, Greg, I shit on it because that would mean I thought the Falcons were going to win the division. And I fucking hate the Falcons. And I shit on Steak for buying into the Falcons. All I said was it's popular. I never shit on your bet.
You didn't call me an idiot. That is true.
We said he was taking public sides. Greg's 3 public teams he likes are all 5-2. Funny stat.
All this is what I actually thought about the Bucks, and I think we even wrote it in the newsletter. They went 8-9, 9-8, 10-7. I think with Baker, if that sounds right. Like they're slowly progressing. I think what I said was this is the year they have to bust through and like make it to the NFC Championship, or they're gonna go 6-11. Like it was boom or bust. And the way the season started, they were getting all the bounces, 5-1 before that Lions game. But now with all these injuries, I mean,
yeah, you still have 2 games against the Panthers. You still have 2 games against the Saints.
yeah, but dude, are either of these teams like easy wins?
No,
They're as easy as a divisional win you can have.
No,
it's still probably the worst division in football.
The Titans are the easiest divisional win. The Jets are the second easiest divisional win.
It's still the easiest division in football.
Might be the third, but yes.
Would you rather play the Saints, the Panthers, or the Dolphins?
I would rather play. It's okay. It is the easiest division in football, but to be honest, the AFC East is starting to give it a run for its money.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, and I mean, dude, like the Ravens are a fucking disaster, but I guess
the Ravens are going to be just fine.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, let's get into it. All right. Let's talk NFL. I'm very excited. And then guys, we will not disrespect the NBA. By the way, thank you everybody for hopping into that NHL stream last night. I think we got like 70 people on Twitch at one point. My computer froze. I was getting blown up with Corptex, not on my game. I apologize. I will make it up to you and we'll talk puck moving forward. All right. We're trying to fit as much as this in as we can. Okay. Thursday night. So tomorrow we are going to do our happy hour, the Degenerate Hour on the Pickett YouTube channel. And what we usually do is save the Thursday night game for that segment. However, I'd like to at least get early thoughts on it and include it today, but we don't have to go super, super deep dive. Steak, you're a Vikings fan. The Vikings are at the Chargers Thursday night. The total is 45. The line is 3. And by the way, we are going to show Profit X lines as well. You can get 42.5, pretty juiced, minus 140. Chargers minus 170 on the money line. Looks like it's 3.5 here. And then let's go over to Pickett. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't look at that. That's my calendar.
It's like you had porn. It's like you had porn up on the screen.
Yeah, it's like I showed someone my phone. It was a picture of my dick. Yeah, it's really red over there, guys. Okay, here's what we got. Looks like the Chargers got the bets and they got the money. Not a lot of wagers yet, only 11,000. I'd have to ask you this. You're either probably thinking to yourself, the Vikings still have KOC, they still have Brian Flores, they still have a really good defense. I think it's going to be Carson Wentz, and even with Carson Wentz, the Chargers are so like Jekyll and Hyde. One week everybody likes them, the other week it's like, no, this team's fucking sucks. The offensive line's terrible, the defense stinks. I can't figure out where I want to go here, but I'm wondering, I'm going to ask you this question and I'm going to hand it off. Is the Chargers laying a full 3 or 3.5? Is that telling? Is that a lot of respect? Because it feels a little disrespectful given what they just did. Steak.
What about what? No, I don't think so. I think it's time to be out on the Vikings, to be completely honest. I think this is such a mediocre team. And I don't think the defense is very good. And we keep saying like, oh, Brian Flores defense, but they got absolutely torched by Jalen Hurts and they didn't shut down Dylan Gabriel, and they're really shutting down nobody. I don't think the defense is that good. And I think Carson Wentz sucks. And I think this season is a huge wash. Who knows where they go from here? Obviously, that all depends on what J.J. McCarthy looks like when he inevitably comes back. But I don't think it's weird that the Chargers would be 3.5-point favorites at home at all. Does that mean it's a pick 'em on a neutral? I think that's respectful to the Vikings almost.
Well, I'm with you on what you just said about the Vikings, but are you not going to shed any light on the Chargers just getting absolutely fucking throttled?
Colts are the real deal, dude. Colts are the real deal.
Well, the Eagles are the defending Super Bowl champions. Like,
yep, off bad back-to-back losses, but I understand. It's still worth mentioning that Jalen Hurts by far had his best passing game against this defense by far. Also, I believe Carson Wentz is 7-0 on Thursday night.
Oh, what a random stat. Real quick before we go to Greg, Joe Alt officially back and another offensive tackle. Problem is the Chargers defense has been very underwhelming. Yeah, and I was listening. You know, we're not the best when it comes to injuries, but I was listening to one of the shows, and they were actually saying that the Chargers defense isn't even really getting hit by injuries relative to everybody else in the NFL. So they really don't have a good excuse. And again, I always reference back to the offseason, and Greg did a really good job on that in the newsletter. When we read Sharp's book, you take a couple nuggets away. The Chargers defense faced one of the easiest schedules of opposing offenses last year, so they might be a little fraudulent and phony. Just want to say I appreciate the better mood today, DJ. Yesterday was like McScrooge. I will apologize for that. Remember, Tuesdays, my corp call yesterday was a little bumpy, but I think I bounced back considering we were talking NBA too. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Shout out Marilyn Monroe. Greg, what are your thoughts? Chargers, Vikings Thursday night.
I think this line is pretty accurate. I do think it's a little inflated to the Chargers, but you almost have to do that on a short week when you're at home, right? The Vikings have so much less time to prepare, and they have to travel to LA. So to me, this line's right. And the total, I was actually kind of surprised by the Pickett split you just showed, because I expected this to be way more 50-50. Now I'm slightly leaning towards the under.
Oh, 50-50 on the total. Yeah. Right,
the line just feels perfect to me.
Do you think that the over would maybe be the popular play because we just saw how bad these defenses performed last week? I mean, I think the Eagles scored 28, Hurts had his best game, and the Colts scored 38, and that was in like 3 quarters.
Yeah, but you got to take away a pick 6 for the Eagles too. So you hold the Eagles to 21. That's not that bad.
It's pretty bad, all things considered.
It's not good. It's not good when you look at the stats. But if you're just looking at the box score, just looking at the numbers, and it went through a pick 6, it's not like I was on the Vikings in that game. They really should have covered because you had that pick 6, but you bet on Wentz. You got to expect something like that to happen. And then the touchdown at the end was just brutal. That the ball moved a little bit because I thought he had it.
Yeah, me too.
I get the argument for it wasn't a catch, but it was close enough.
Yeah, well, if you like this over. I mean, if you play some juice, I'm seeing
like
that right. I'm just saying I see people in the chat saying they like the over. It's fucking 42.5. Overs minus 140 on Profit X. I'm looking on Greg. If you like the over, it's under. Pretty much. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. If you like the under, you are. Let's see. I'll pull the screen up. DraftKings 45.5 minus 124. Okay. All right. I don't have a strong read on this game yet. Chargers 2-2 at home. Vikings are 2-1 on the road, 2-1 ATS. Okay, let's move into Sunday. Bork says, I feel like the Chargers are due for a get right spot. This is maybe it with a short week. Yeah, could be. Is there any chance JJ McCarthy plays? Do we know?
No,
he's out.
Starting.
Okay.
If the Chargers get right, it will be defensively, and that's
okay. Need a QB this week in fantasy. I love Jamar Chase. Should I go with Flacco? Oh, I have Jamar Chase. Should I go with Flacco or Bo Nix?
Probably Joe Flacco against the Jets.
That's crazy to me. I would absolutely go Nix.
Really?
I mean, Joe Flacco just had the best game he's had in years. I just don't see that happening.
Bo Nix just had 40 fantasy points in the last 8 minutes of a game.
Yeah, go Bo Nix. I think for Bo Nix, and we'll talk about this when we get to the Broncos because I get some takes. I think Peyton has overcomplicated things for him a little bit, and the fourth quarter was just like, go Bo, like just go be an idiot, make some bad throws, but be out there and be a playmaker, and he kind of took over.
I don't hate that take, but I will counter with I think the defensive coordinator for the Giants was giving the softest, cushiest, easiest defensive calls that a team will see maybe all season.
Oh, for sure. But Bo Nix finally tucked the ball and run. I feel like he has not been running the ball well at all this year.
Sure. But I think he also did because the DBs and the coverage was so far downfield and they really weren't like pressuring him. So anyways, we'll get to that game. First one at the 1 p.m. slate. Let's go. Oh, wow. No London game.
Yeah. Prop Talk's going to be lit. Let's go.
Fucking roll. Okay.
We start with Germany next week, I think.
All right. Okay. Wow. This is a good one. Houston -1 against the Niners. Total 42.5. I'm sorry, 42. See what Pickett stands on this. Okay. Looks like a lot of Niners love early.
Yeah, of course. This is the classic spot. Who burned everyone last week? Sharps. Who burned all the sharps? Houston Texans. Everybody took them.
Really?
Yeah.
Every
Oh,
sharp.
I didn't know that.
I was on them.
Dude.
I did not know that. Okay. Do you think the line is weird?
Oh, it's insane. I think the line's insane.
Yeah, this to me, when you look at at least what I do is look at the lines on Sunday night. This immediately, or I guess call it Tuesday morning because the Texans played so late. But looked at this and immediately was like, oh, Niners are winning this. But then you start to think who's not thinking that, who's not taking the Niners in this spot, especially you got a little, D'Amico Ryan's working under Shanahan for so long. I don't know. It seems like the Niners are such an easy spot here.
Forgot all about that.
Dude,
yeah.
Degen, can I bring something up on this game? Because I kind of thought, I heard this on a podcast, and I kind of thought you would be the one to be behind this. But your whole conspiracy on this goes back a few years ago, Shanahan taking Trey Lance because Mac Jones was not available, thought he was really going up there for Mac Jones. Now he's got Mac Jones. I haven't heard you talk about that at all, and I thought it was an interesting take.
You know what? You're fucking right. That is pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Because allegedly there's some concern from Brock Purdy of losing the starting job because they really like Mac Jones coming out of the draft. He's playing well, even though he's banged up. He's out there getting a lot of respect from the team because he's playing through all these injuries. And Brock Purdy's just kind of sitting on the sidelines, cashing his big checks.
I do think that Mac Jones was technically available, though. Didn't they trade up for like the 3rd overall pick?
But I thought what was that, Steak?
Mac Jones was available, of course.
Yeah. That wasn't really the conspiracy. All I said was I think that the Niners knew that they wanted to take a quarterback, so they traded up to get in that position to have their choice. I think it was after Zach Wilson. And I honestly don't think they knew who they wanted. And they spun the bottle. And they said, we're going with Trey Lance, which was the cutest pick imaginable.
I think you could say circumstantially because of where he played college football, Trey Lance might be the worst draft pick of all time.
I agree. Don't even get me started. It was horrendous. And he didn't play his senior year, I think, because of COVID or something. He was in FBS or Division II, whatever the fuck it's called.
FCS,
But apparently there was some rumors or speculation that they did like him. Like they weren't out on Mac Jones. They very much did like Mac Jones. But anyways, I'm with you.
Such a good draft class. I'm looking at it right now. That was such a good draft class.
I have a thought on this game. The total is insane. 42? Why?
Yeah.
The Texans' defense is stellar. Their offense is awful. The Niners just scored essentially 13 points against the Falcons at home until 2 minutes left in the game. Now they're on the road. Mac Jones, CMC, and who the fuck else do they have? Nobody. You got shitty CJ Stroud. You got a decimated Niners offense. You got a stout Texans defense. And the Niners defense just played their fucking dicks off. So you got two defenses that are getting praised. I think this is kind of insane.
You think it should be in the 30s?
To Seattle. Sorry, Greg. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you think it should be in the 30s?
I think this should be a 40.5, 40. Yes, absolutely. I think 42 is fucking crazy. Okay, so at Seattle, for example, in a game with Sam Darnold, JSN, that total was 40.5, 41 with the Texans. I don't know. I think it's crazy. But anyways, you saw my breakdown of the Texans. Go ahead.
Well, just something to mention. The Niners games have been high scoring before that Atlanta game. 49 with the Bucks, 49 with the Rams, and 47 with the Jags. So the Niners are putting up points, and they lose a key defender every week. So I don't think it's super crazy that total, to be completely honest.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I almost in a way felt like that was going to be a Texans tax because of how bad CJ Stroud looks and their defense playing well and that they have him at home. But yeah, I'm starting to think that this is the weird game where the Niners getting a point seems a little suspicious. and it could be the Texans, but also, everybody keeps saying George Kittle week, National Tight End Day. Ricky is back, if that helps. Yeah, it does. I didn't know that.
Is that
helps.
official? I can't figure out.
That helps a ton. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's huge.
I mean, honestly, I could be totally wrong on this because that we're the fake sharps. I would say Pearsall being back and just giving a wide receiver to the Niners could factor in a half a point or a point to the total.
Yeah, sure.
What's that huge story? When's he back?
Bro, that's a lot, Measy. 2 points lower is I think kind of significant, is it not?
It's a key number. It's a key number, so that's fair to say.
So, okay. Yeah, I mean, we can move on from this game. As of right now, let's just go around the room. I do like that Greg tells us what his first thought is, because those are either the worst bets in the world or the best.
They're typically very bad.
Yeah, and I'm not calling you out. That's same with me too. Like my initial first reads, that's when I have to like spend all week checking myself because I'm like, I don't want to love this too much. I don't know that I love fading the Texans because I do really respect their defense. But yeah, I think the Niners maybe could be a little bit of a trap. Steak, it sounds like you agree.
Oh, I'll be taking the Houston Texans. I don't want anybody to tail me. You could call me any bad word or slur in the dictionary after it loses. I do not care. I'm taking the Houston Texans. It was the most public week ever. Not even public, just all favorites win. And then Monday, the Texans go in a sharp spot. All the sharps have them. Seahawks beat them. Seahawks cover. Now you got nobody who's gross enough, or most people are not gross enough to go back to the Houston Texans here. And we all watch the Niners dominate, specifically defensively. And you're thinking, well, if Penix, Bijan, and fucking Drake London can't move the ball, how's trash-ass CJ Stroud and his offense going to move the ball on this team? And honestly, I'm just taking the Texans. It's happening.
Man.
It's the right play. It's the right play.
It's the right play. Okay. All right. Here's a fun one. I'm not joking when I say this either. You're going to tell me you're not fired up to see the Bills play the Panthers in Carolina with what we've seen from the Panthers at home, 3-0 at home, 3-0 ATS, Buffalo on the road, just 1-1. I mean, coming off a bye and what they just did, they got their fucking dick kicked in by the Atlanta Falcons, 21-7 in the first half. And then of course, Raheem Morris did Raheem Morris things, but Buffalo could have taken that game if they really wanted to, and they didn't. They look like shit. I still love Snidesy's quote. We're Josh Allen away from potentially being one of the worst teams in the NFL. 46.5 here. And I do want to reference, obviously, now that we're sponsored by Profit X, what you can find the line here. Let's go to, did I pass this game? Here we go. 7 minus 110 if you like the Bills. Total 46.5. That feels right. I think that line feels right. Go ahead, Steak.
I think it's Andy Dalton.
Oh.
It is supposed to be Andy Dalton.
Oh.
As of right now.
Oh. Shit. Fuck. All right. Well, this changes things a bit because typically with a backup quarterback, game one, we like to buy in, but I was ready to be Mr.
This is
Public
kind of game one. This is game one.
Yeah, it is. I know, but fuck,
game
man. This is game one. Oh my God. I don't want to go first. We'll switch it up. Greg, what are your thoughts? Bills on the road off a bye against the Panthers at home, who are very good at home.
This is a tough one, man. This is a tough one because you can make my biggest case for the Panthers is I understand the Bills are coming off a bye and they have a lot to think about. Going into the season, I looked at this as a concern because next week the Bills play the Chiefs. I do think the Bills have too many problems at hand to even think about looking ahead in this spot. If they were 5-0, be a different story, right? But you know that bye week was spent preparing equally for the Panthers and for the Chiefs, who they'll play right after this. So that's my case for the Panthers. My case for the Bills is just this Panthers team's a little inflated. They've won and covered 3 in a row now. I don't want to buy into this Panthers team again. I was on them 2 weeks in a row. That to me seems like it's a get right spot for the Bills after a bye to come out and finally beat up on an inferior opponent. But the Bills have struggled. When the Bills are big favorites, they've struggled. So
yeah, that's a very, very good point. They have struggled. Steak, what do you think?
The Bills defense is bad.
It is bad, man.
Bad.
It is.
Guy
Rico
like
Dowell is looking good.
Yeah, a guy like Andy Dalton might have success against this defense, to be completely honest. But I also fully expect Josh Allen to ball out, regardless of who he's got out there. I think Josh Palmer's questionable. I think Dalton Kincaid's questionable. Not that it matters, but Curtis Samuel. So, like, you're really getting down to the nitty gritty of like 3 guys left: Coleman, Shakir, and fucking Dawson Knox. But I still think Josh Allen will make it happen. I don't have a lean in this game yet at all. It's a tough one. I think this might be the toughest one of the week, to be completely honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe points stretch, yeah.
Early Pickett splits. Wow, a lot of money in bets on the under. I'm not entirely sure why. Yeah, look, there's things that happen when you think about betting on a game, and then the game starts, and you're like, oh fuck, why did I focus so much on this and not consider that? And what I'm referring to is the spot for the Bills. Oh, they just got their ass kicked. They had a bye week. That's exactly what they needed. Now they're going to play Carolina. Perfect get right spot. But then this game starts, and Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard are abusing the Bills defense because they stink. Like, the Bills defense might stink.
Yeah.
And you're right. I mean, this sounds stupid, but like, I would prefer it to be Bryce Young than Andy Dalton. And again, I'm a guy that likes to buy into the backup quarterback as game one. Dalton got in last week. He was fine, I guess. 6 for 8. No, 4 for 7, 60 yards. He got sacked. He didn't throw an interception. Whatever, that's fine. He's seen some playing time though, because he came in against the Patriots too, 5 for 6 and a touchdown. So yeah, I think it's the Patriot or the Panthers or nothing for me.
That's fine.
It's kind of what I'm talking myself into, because I would want an early click. Bills game starts. Why did I fade the Panthers at home? We've said this, and then we're just going to fast forward. And what are we going to do? Greg, you just said it too. The Bills don't cover large spreads.
If anything, I'm seeing people saying points. I lean towards the under on this. So I'm leaning towards the Pickett splits, because I do think with the Bills situation on defense and not being able to stop anybody, they've got to start running the ball more and eating up more clock. And likewise, I don't think Chuba Hubbard's anything. So the fact that they're rotating between him and Dowdle, I think they do have success on the ground. And again, just eat up some clock and maybe some touchdowns turn to field goals, and you get that under.
Yeah. Okay. Just P, first time chatter. What's up, Just? He said, we're not going to mention Cook. Yeah, I mean, we could dive into that.
It could be a James Cook spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like him here.
It could be. You got the Panthers coming off of a road game. They did get abused by Javonte Williams. I think Javonte ran pretty well.
He's running well every game.
Yeah, he's running well every game. Sure. I mean, there's got to be a guy on the Bills who shows up after that performance on prime time and after a bye week. So is it Allen?
They lost on Sunday night and Monday night to the Falcons. Sunday night the week before to the Patriots.
Shit.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. You're saying it might be the game starts and it feels, why did we fade the Panthers at home? I think it might be, why did we fade Josh Allen off?
I'm kind of with Steak on that.
But Steak, don't you agree? Like, what if the Bills defense is bad? You said that when you watched the Falcons.
No, I did say that. But what if the Bills defense is bad, but Josh Allen is so good and needs a win so bad that he just goes into complete God mode, which he's more capable of than anyone else in the NFL. Okay.
All right. I got no issue with that. I don't. It's certainly far from a best bet. Far from a best bet. What's up, Pranav? Good morning. Look who's here. Pranav is here because he wants to talk Drake May MVP. No, actually today we decided we're not talking the Patriots every game but the Patriots. We're going to save that. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's go to the next game. We got the Giants on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh God, talk about fucking bounce back spots. I mean, not that the Eagles are bouncing back in terms of coming off of a loss, but we know that just 2 weeks ago they lost outright on the road, really in like pathetic fashion in New York. This doesn't surprise me at all to see the bets and money are pretty split, because I think you're getting see where this game is. You're getting 7.5 just about anywhere with the Giants, minus 109 on ProfitX. Total's 40.5. I think that makes sense. It's a divisional dog. The Giants, even though they lost to the Saints, they've been a new team with Jackson Dart. Cam Scatabo looks awesome. And there's the two narratives with these big favorites that we're discussing right now, with the Bills getting right off of a bye week and 2 losses, and the Eagles getting their revenge or their get back game, right? It kind of lines up perfectly for Philly. If you think about it, they just played in a dome, put on a great showing, got themselves some confidence against a team like the Vikings and a defense like that. And I know maybe we're over hyping them a little bit, but whatever. Now you come back home, both your receivers ate. Saquon's got to get going, but how about where you get to play the Giants off of a game in Mile High against the Broncos defense and a gut-wrenching loss? This might be the game you wake up and think, why the fuck did I not ladder the Eagles? Like, they can't win this game 34-7. Jalen Carter's back. I think the defense got a little healthier. Also, they saw Jackson Dart and Cam Scatabo. You got a little bit more tape on them. How is it not an Eagles skull fuck here? Steak, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I should make a habit of fading the Giants, and I bet the Broncos last week. Obviously, worst case scenario, because I have Giants over 5.5 wins, and I bet the Broncos minus 7.5. So, of course, the Broncos had that miracle comeback. So I get double fucked, but I think it's pretty much as simple as you just said. The defense has just been suspect all year. If they get Jalen Carter back and they get healthy, I think Dory Jackson is questionable. They need secondary help, but they really need Jalen Carter. And then also Cam Jurgens, their starting center, got hurt at some point in the Vikings game and didn't come back. They need him as well. But if they're fully healthy in this spot against the Giants, where the Giants didn't just beat them, the Giants fucking embarrassed them. And I don't know. I can't think of too many more guys in the league that I feel like take shit personally than Pat Mahomes. And honestly, the Eagles. I feel like the Eagles take down fucking everyone's number when they say something about them or embarrass them. Even the ass whooping in the Super Bowl, I felt like was some payback for the Chiefs. I think the Eagles play like they have a chip on their shoulder, and this is the exact game where I would expect them to do that. So I support your bet, but I think you should be betting the Eagles, because I don't know if I should just fucking fade the Giants every week. It's stupid.
Greg?
For me, I'm looking at the under. There's some data out there. I'll find a tweet on it, but divisional matchups, the second time the teams play, especially this game soaring over in the first matchup on prime time. So I'm looking at the under on this one for sure.
That would correlate with me liking the Eagles, and I'll tell you exactly why. Because you're getting Dart and Scatabo second time in 3 weeks. And by the way, somebody commented, yeah, I hate it too. I hate how the NFL does this. It's so stupid. But I don't think they're going to have as much success. The spot is terrible after playing in Denver, back-to-back road games, and against that defense. I have a hard time seeing the Giants offense finding success. Yeah, Giants team total under. So that correlates. And also, I think this could be the game where I'm not going to say Saquon goes nuts. You know, I heard he hasn't had 100 yards from scrimmage this season.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, and it's against his former team. We didn't get that revenge game in New York, like most people were hoping for. Pretty sure he went under his prop there, even though he started the half really well. I think it's got to be that. I like it. I'm good with the under. This is like a 31-7, 34-10 type of game. So I'm gonna go. I'll probably lean Eagles there. And totals 44 looks like. Okay. All right. We are moving. We are grooving. Let that splooge, to be honest, but good take, Degen. Thank you. I don't know what that was referring to specifically. Saquon has been hit behind the line of scrimmage second mostly. Holy shit.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Brandon Graham back make a difference to y'all? No. He's ancient, right?
Well, he's unretired, so yes.
How long was he retired for?
Not really sure. Not long, I don't think. I feel like he was on the team last year.
Was he?
Yeah.
I think that's a bad sign for the Eagles when you're bringing guys out of retirement, because you just got nobody.
But also, then again, I want to say every little bit counts.
Sure.
right now for the
Yeah,
defense.
everybody.
But is a retired guy a little bit, or is it a moot point?
I mean, he played meaningful football in February.
He was on that team that I bet on to win the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and I remember watching them fall off a fucking cliff and being like, "Oh my god!" It kind of reminds me of the Commanders' defense right now. Like their dudes are old and slow. So I don't know. It's a body. It's a body,
If
guys.
Wagner can keep playing, Brandon Graham can come back.
Danny, if you could do us a big favor, and I don't mean to sound like a dick, I can't go and open up the Discord. I got 7 tabs open. We got the chat buzzing right now. If you could just put whatever that message is in the chat right now on the stream, we'll look at it and give you our thoughts. I really appreciate it. Okay. Oh, think he's a locker room guy? Yeah. That's fine. I got no issue with that. You're probably right. Yeah, sure. Okay. There's another 7.5. Here we go. Pranav, are you here? I need to see Pranav in the chat. Look alive. 7.5 against the Cleveland Browns. Oh boy. Who is riding higher than the New England Patriots right now? Let's see what these splits look like. Wow. 2% of the money on the Browns. Wait till you hear my take on this. You're going to love it. Let's see what Prophet X says about this game. You have got a full 7. So it's kind of interesting. You got a 7 with New England, you got a 7 with Buffalo, you got a 7.5 with the Eagles. Little telling there. So the Patriots, I'm not going to say they do the unthinkable, but I think we all pointed out a few reasons of why they could have lost one of these 3 games on this 3-game road trip. At Buffalo, at New Orleans, at Tennessee. The last 2 games aren't very good, but we see teams slip up all the time. You know, we talk about trap spots or just being on the road 3 consecutive games. Greg, you brought it up, I think, last week as potentially a reason to fade the Patriots. Not only did they win every game, but they covered every game. As sports bettors, we know that is really, really impressive. I have a hard time getting in front of the Patriots wagon right now. But, big butt, Trina butt. What did I tell you about the Cleveland Browns in the offseason? I said I like this team to go over 5.5 wins. I don't love that it's Dylan Gabriel. But I got to put my money where my mouth is occasionally. I think the Browns are still good enough, no matter who's playing quarterback, because of that defense, and now I like Quinshon Judkins, obviously, to win 6 games. You going to tell me this can't be the spot?
I think the Browns win total was 4.5.
Okay, sorry. You're right. It is 4.5. And the last thing I'm going to say, then I'm going to hand it off. The one thing about these 3 opponents that Drake May has faced, are any of them elite defenses? Buffalo, New Orleans, Tennessee. I don't think so. I think this is going to be a real splash of cold water on the Drake May MVP party, just like we saw with the Lions and Baker Mayfield. Greg, we'll switch it up. We'll start with you. What do you think about this?
I can't believe you're out here talking about the Browns and how you like them in spots and how you think this is a good spot for them. When last week, probably the only game they're going to be favored all year, you were like, no, I don't want anything to. I can't touch the Browns. I don't like that. Blah, blah, blah. This is not a spot to like the Browns, man. They are not at home. They're just coming off their best win of the season. And I'm going to call you out on it. Your last 2 Brown takes could not have been worse. You liked them against the Steelers in a terrible spot, and the Steelers blew the doors off them. Last week, I don't know. I got a funny feeling about the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are the best team you want to fade going into a place like Cleveland, Ohio, when it's cold, when it's rainy, against a team who's tough in the trenches. To me, I'm not saying I'm all in on the Pats here, but there's no way I'm playing the Browns back-to-back weeks. And Vrabel, here's another little tidbit. Vrabel was a consultant for the Browns last year, so he's got a little insider info. I know it's a very different team. You got different quarterbacks, whatever, but in his off year from the Titans, that's where he was last year. He was a consultant for the coaching staff and the players. So to me, it's Patriots or nothing.
You cooked until the insider info with the Browns, but you cooked. Good job. You dunked on me, and I'm just going to sit here and let you rub your nutsack all over my face because what else can I do? Oh, good job. Well done. That was good. Steak?
Yeah, so 2 things can be true. Drake May is fucking amazing. amazing. I think he's going to be by next year top 5 quarterback in the NFL. He's that good. And you can hit me with the Drake May MVP talk next year, but miss me completely with the Drake May MVP talk this year. This team has played the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Panthers, the Saints, and the Titans. And now they're going to play the Browns. And then they're going to have 2 kind of tough games against the Falcons and the Bucs. And then they play the Jets, the Bengals and Joe Flacco, New York Giants, Buffalo and Baltimore. But who knows what Baltimore is? And then they end the season with the Jets and the Dolphins again. This is the most floofy fucking schedule I've ever fucking seen. And a quarterback cannot win MVP with this schedule. He cannot. Drake May cannot win MVP this year. It is absolutely not happening. But the Patriots are good. They could win the division. With this schedule, they should win 12 games. And congratulations to the Patriots. You will live very little of life without having a superstar quarterback, which a lot of us don't get to experience that. So congratulations.
Got one other thing I want to throw in. The Patriots at home this season. You guys know what they've done?
I mean, they lost to the Steelers.
Yep, they turned the ball over.
They lost to the Raiders
4 or 5 times. They lost to the Raiders. And yes, they did blow the doors off of the Carolina Panthers. Congratulations. But what do we know about the Panthers? They're terrible on the road. I don't like Dylan Gabriel. I want to make that very clear. But what did the Browns do in Ireland or London across the pond?
No, London.
It was London.
They almost beat the fucking Vikings.
Yeah,
They lost. They didn't cover.
The Vikings ain't good.
I'm not saying the Vikings are good. I'm just saying that defense traveled. They went on the road. They came back. The Steelers mopped the floor with them. Again, I own it. I like the Browns then. I bet the Browns. It was a very, very bad bet. I think that the Browns can make life difficult for the Patriots. That's all I'm going to say. And I like the Browns plus 7.5 in this game.
I think you're right, and that's why I like the under, because I'm not betting on Dylan Gabriel, but I could bet on the Browns defense possibly making life hard on the Patriots offense, so I'll go under.
I will say this, Pranav. I'm not going to stand with stake on Drake May can't win the MVP. I think there's a world he could. Do I think he's going to? No, I don't think he's going to. Unfortunately, I do think there's going to be some hiccups for him, but he's awesome. He's awesome. Vrabel's awesome too. Like, let me ask you guys a serious question. If you meet a football fan and they don't like Mike Vrabel, do you kind of judge him?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people that don't like Vrabel.
No, I don't either. But that's kind of my point. Like, I want to make it clear that I'm not really I'm not fading the Patriots to say like they're frauds. I'm okay fading them because it's been easy these last 2 weeks. And I think that I really like things about the Browns, mostly their defense. And given the way they played at home, I don't know. I think the Patriots could be on upset alert. That under's going to be super public. Well, listen, man, Alex, I had an epiphany last week. Okay, Greg, did you see the epiphany clip?
Yeah, you got to buy yourself a dictionary.
Yeah, listen, English was my worst subject in school. I think I told you, but like my vocabulary teacher back in the day, I think I wrote like chicken soup on one word, and he gave me he said yes.
Yeah, blame the teacher. It's not your fault.
No, I'm not blaming the teacher. I'm blaming me. Listen, and all I
talked about was your teacher. That's not blaming me.
I'm just saying I got away easy with vocab in English. Okay, that's all I'm telling you is this. I didn't think that was epiphany. I had an epiphany. I don't care how public something is. Okay, I really don't. It can hit. That under could be square as fuck. Betting Queen Trent, doesn't matter who's on it. I still like it. So I'm with you.
I mean, they held the Packers to 10 points, Pranav. I feel like that's pretty impressive. They held Joe Burrow to 16 points. Pretty impressive defensive things.
6-7.
Yeah, I will say I don't think there's a world, even if they win the AFC East, that Drake May gets the MVP. I just think you got to build. The MVP is a award to me of a superstar. He's got to have next year. Sure, he's in the conversation if everything goes right this year. But you're telling me if the Chiefs turn it around Mahomes isn't getting it, or Matt Stafford in LA, or Dak, like
Yeah.
Baker. All these guys have had cases for years to kind of climb up the rankings. I just don't see an MVP coming out of essentially nowhere. I know he did great last year, but whatever. It's not the same stardom as these other guys that he's up against.
Next year, bro. Drake May's gonna win the MVP next year. Watch.
They get a good wide receiver.
Jesus, is that me again?
No, that was Degen soundboard.
Oh my god.
I should have done that after you cooked me. Honestly, that's what I should have done right there.
That scared me.
And this is for Pranav when you said Drake May can't win. This is fun. This is fun. Okay, we'll keep it moving. Next game on the slate, the Baltimore. Jesus Christ! Every single fucking team is a touchdown favorite. 7, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5. Good lordy!
Damn,
All right,
we almost. I can't believe you didn't say every team's 6, 7.
well, there's no 6.
He's good. He's good.
There's 6s. There's 6s and 7s, dude.
Where do you see a 6?
Well, 6.5.
Where?
Baltimore.
It says fucking 7.
6.5 for me. You just won't stop using shitty ass covers.
I'm just using this because I like where it shows the ATS and whatnot. I rotate. Anyways, the Bears are on the road. The Ravens are coming off of a bye. Let's do our little rotation here. I kind of like this. I'm getting acclimated. I'm getting familiar. The Baltimore Ravens look to be getting the bets and the money. A little bit more on the over, which I guess makes a little bit of sense. Profit X. Oh, god damn it. I got to figure this out. The fucking I don't know that it needs. Yeah, I don't need to verify that for. Hold on. Okay, here we go. We've got 6.5. There you go. There's your 6-7, motherfucker. Look,
Cash it. Lamar's back.
Lamar is back. Why don't we rotate? I don't like hogging the microphone. I try to do a better job of not stealing all the talking points. Total is high. It's 49.5. This game's in Baltimore. Ravens off a bye. Steak, we'll start with you. I'm also going to take a piss.
Maybe the Bears are decent. That's kind of the conclusion I've come to. Maybe the Bears are a decent football team. I guess
they're a team that's going to be in the wild card race.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess the problem I'm having with them being 6.5 point favorites, it's not that I'm shocked to see Lamar Jackson and the Ravens be 6.5 point favorites at home to the Bears, but it's the people acting like, oh, Lamar's back. It's time for the Ravens to get right back to what they are. And it's like, wait a second. They were bad. They were bad this year with Lamar Jackson. Specifically on defense, they were horrible. And now it's like a couple weeks off, and Cooper Rush was like abysmal. Like, holy fuck, I would say the first line of business in this offseason for the Ravens has to be another backup quarterback, because Cooper Rush is not it. But what are we going to do about the defense? How does Lamar being back help the fact that the defense is, the worst? Is there another defense that's giving up 44 points to CJ Stroud?
They're the worst defense in the NFL.
Okay, then I just don't even understand. I feel like it's an overreaction almost at this point. Like that line feels like an overreaction. I kind of want to take the Bears.
If there was ever a get right spot, this is it. If there was ever a get right spot after the Ravens started 1-5, this is it, man. I'm not trying to talk you off the Browns by any means, but I do think everyone's talking about Lamar coming back and him being fine. Totally agree with you. Like, he had some issues. It's probably not the type of thing that he gets healthy from in 1 week, but I do like the Ravens here, and I do like this under. I think the Browns defense is underrated, and I think they
Bears, right?
Huh? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, thank you. The Bears defense is underrated. I think they have a really good D, and I think they can give the Ravens problems. But if you're the Ravens, you said it. This bye week isn't about Lamar. It's about what the fuck are we doing on the defensive side of the ball, because we're not winning any games if the defense keeps playing like this. So that's where I think they come out and get right, is more on the defense and Lamar, which makes me like this under. But it's pretty crazy to see the 1-5 Ravens be almost a touchdown over a Browns team that's as hot as the Browns have, or I keep saying the Browns, the Bears team that's hot as the Bears have ever been. Like, this is the most excitement the Bears have had in a long time. What, they won 3 in a row, 4 in a row?
4 in a row.
Yeah, and they're 4 of the last 5. Yeah, 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Is crazy. Wait, they started 0-2.
Yeah, Vikings and Lions.
Good for them.
That's a perfect segue. On that note, do you guys remember? There you go. They've won and covered in the.
I want to see the Pickett splits for this one, actually.
I think I pulled them up, but I'll pull them up again for you. Here you go.
I would bet my money it's Ravens.
Yeah, maybe I am being a little public. Maybe I just chill out and go on the under
Yeah,
here.
don't worry about that, dude. Public bettors aren't betting these games on Wednesday.
I just told you about my epiphany. Listen, no, they're not. That shouldn't dictate. But we like to know. We like to know.
Yeah.
I like the Bears, and I'm going to tell you why I like the Bears. Do you remember my take on the Bears in the beginning of the season?
Remind me.
Okay. I said after I saw that clip that goes viral, and I want to keep retweeting it. I haven't done it in a couple weeks. I'm due.
Oh, we're gonna take the North and never give it back.
Yep. Ryan Poles, their GM, saying we're going to take North, never give it back. He looks like such a fucking douchebag. He's like 3-18 or 19 against the NFC North since that happened. And I just think the Bears could be a team that does well against teams outside of the division and loses within the division. So far, fast forward, we have people that do this all the time. They DM us or they say things. They're like, hey, Steak, DJ, you guys said some pretty good things. Why didn't you play it? Here I am being a fucking moron. I almost took the Saints yesterday. I almost took the Commanders 2 weeks ago. I'm just going to go through this whole season. Potentially, this could be a shit read. Potentially not profit at all on this. I think I'm ready to put my foot down. I'm ready to put my foot down. And I think there's trouble. Well, Baltimore is far from paradise, so I'm not going to say paradise. There's trouble in Baltimore. Let's just put it that way. And I'm going to go ahead and say this is the ultimate fade the good news spot, sell the good news spot with Lamar Jackson coming back, because that does not change this defense who the Lions ran all over. And what is doing so well right now for the Bears? Their running game. DeAndre Swift the last 2 weeks has looked fucking awesome. Did we forget that Ben Johnson with Detroit was also, they ran the ball successfully? What if they do? What if they're just getting going? I'm not in on Caleb Williams. He still panics in the pocket. I do not think he's very good. I really don't. So like him on the road will always make me a little uncomfortable. But I don't know, man. I like the 6.5. I don't know that I think that they're going to win this game, but I like them to keep it close. Does anybody really trust the Ravens to just all of a sudden fix things with a bye week and Lamar Jackson coming back? Do people think that?
No. I love that the Bears got Kyle Monangai involved last week, too. I think he had over 100 yards. It was so time to mix fucking somebody in with DeAndre.
You love Kyle. Where did Kyle Monangai come from?
Rutgers.
Oh, wow. Good pull.
Really?
Think so?
I didn't know anything about him.
He's a rookie.
Oh, okay. Cool. Bears number 1 explosive plays in the NFL, number 1 in turnovers on defense. Yeah. Key defensive starters coming back for the Ravens. Buying Bears right now, top of the market is not a choice for me. Very fair. Who else is coming back for the Ravens on defense? Because if that's the case, I must have missed
maybe Marlon Humphrey, maybe Roquan Smith, and definitely Kyle Hamilton.
Oh, well, Kyle Hamilton is important.
All three of those guys played when they gave up 41 points.
In Roquan Smith revenge game,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. Good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I hate that for me. I have Swift in fantasy. Yeah.
I mean, I know, but these two running back rooms, the fucking Lions make it happen where both these guys get fed over.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. Here we go. Another 7-point favorite. I don't know how much time we want to spend on this game, but it should be talked about. I'll just say this. If this was Degen 3 years ago, I would already have the Jets on my card. I would.
Tyrod Taylor starting.
Oh, my God. Your least favorite backup quarterback in the NFL, but the guy was sucking all over Carson Wentz's dong.
Nope. Neither of those things are true. That is actually, what's the word? Slander? That's slander. Complete slander.
Where's Cam's money? Where's Cam's money?
Nope. My argument was that people like Tyrod Taylor and that they think he's better than Justin Fields and that they would be rushing to bet him in a game over betting Justin Fields. That was my only argument about Tyrod Taylor. You can rewind the tape. I know exactly what I said.
All right, but what did you say about Carson Wentz?
Very good backup NFL quarterback.
Okay. I think Tyrod Taylor is going to put my Jets under 4.5 wins alt line in jeopardy. I think that's the reality.
Nope, retro sticks. I did not. I said top 5 backup quarterback.
Steak lying like crazy, dog. Get his ass. Get his ass.
You're going to have to find receipts.
Listen, it's actually Tyrod. Tyrod Taylor and the Jets came down to Tampa, and they were getting the doors blown off of them until the Bucks kind of fell asleep. But the Jets came the closest I think they've came all season. Oh, well, maybe the Steelers. They got close in that game too to winning a football game.
Broncos.
Oh my God, that's
Broncos,
true too.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so they've come close. Did you see what Woody Johnson said about Justin Fields, by the way? That was kind of fucked up.
I'd love to hear it.
Okay, Greg, I'm assuming that you didn't if you didn't chime in.
I do, but I don't remember it. I remember him saying something.
Woody Johnson said there's how much blame, essentially, I'm going to paraphrase, how much blame can you put on the coach with a quarterback like that? Oh,
Oof.
Now listen, I don't mind honesty. I really don't, but you have to be accountable because you paid and signed and started that guy to begin with. Okay. This is like if Steak and Beeve were fucking GMs on the Vikings, they'd be like, we should be winning football games with Carson Wentz. No. Justin Fields was never good. I thought he could maybe work in this offense. Tyrod Taylor could open things up. But here's the problem with the Jets. Garrett Wilson's out. Do you see the guys they're throwing the football to?
Yeah.
Who put
Lazard's still there?
Bro, who the
Josh
fuck
Reynolds, Mason Taylor.
who put this roster together? Who? I think they did such a good job drafting over the years. They've got good linemen. They got some good pieces. They paid their guys. Who the fuck? You can't go to war with these dudes.
They're building from the inside out. You're getting good in the trenches. You don't
I
have any
know.
skill players yet. We should be nice. The Jets GM is a friend of a friend. We should be Jets. We shouldn't have that much Jets slander.
You got no spine.
I don't know that guy that Greg's talking about, so I'll just say it. The Jets are a trash ass organization.
I don't know him either, but one of my good friends knows him well.
Okay, well I don't know. So just blame it on me. The Jets fucking suck, and
They
I
still suck.
knew exactly what they were doing with fucking who. I guess my question would be this: who were the Jets gonna start at quarterback or sign at quarterback if it wasn't Justin Fields? Like, who was the best option? Don't say Tyrod Taylor. I mean, like, who could they have signed? Or was it just literally like, here's the last guy available. We'll take Justin Fields and pay him $20 million.
Daniel Jones, Flacco.
God,
I mean,
Flacco.
you laugh, but yeah. I
Man,
guess.
Flacco with those receivers ain't gonna look like he looked like Thursday night.
No. I was kidding about Flacco and Daniel Jones too. Obviously, you don't want to put that guy back in MetLife.
Oh my God, imagine that.
Well, here's the question, and Quantitative Eating just said this about the Bears, and he has a very good point. Isn't it like you're buying high on the Bengals, you're selling low on the Jets? It's like as simple as that, and that's when I was a successful, decent NFL bettor. I think that still applies and is working. I'm not finding the right spots, but like this would be the ultimate buy low, sell high spot. The Jets are awful. But they're 3-4 ATS. And we just talked about it. They almost beat the Broncos. They almost beat the Bucks. They almost beat the Steelers. What do you guys want to do? I feel like we've had like a messy conversation, but also a good one about this. There's not as much structure. I'll take the blame on that. Greg, what do you want to do in this game?
First? I'm glad I get to go first. I'm not going to officially say it, but I'm very close to making the Jets my best bet. I think this is what you just said. You are buying Flacco at an all-time high against a team. The Steelers haven't changed their defense. Oh, that's a good one. You should get a gong.
Scaring me. I got to use this.
I don't even have enough fucking space for an air fryer. I'm not getting a gong. Continue.
We just got an air fryer. It's a good purchase. Throw out your toaster.
I don't have a toaster. Invite me over. I toast bread on my cooking pan. Don't get me started.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Very close to making the Jets my best bet. Flacco, dude, the Steelers defense hasn't changed since Flacco was with the Ravens. He knew what they were going to do, and he had the weapons to get him the ball. Like, that was the perfect situation for Joe Flacco to do what he did. I have wanted to bet the Jets a couple times, and I've been very disciplined, and I've been very accurate, right? I really liked him last week against the Panthers, and I said, nah, just don't play the Jets. I really liked him against the Cowboys. I said, nah, this isn't the spot. Don't play the Jets. I've been so disciplined that this is my time. I'm going to the dessert buffet, and I'm taking the Jets +7. I think this is just the best spot to fade Flacco. And you've said it too. The Bengals, yes, they got all those weapons. They sure do, especially with Flacco being able to get him the ball. But if the Steelers ran the ball more and kept Flacco off the field and put him away when they were up 10-0, it's a very different song. I think the Jets can pound Breece Hall. I think they can take it. I did it and I caught myself super.
I know. It's just hilarious. Go ahead.
That for me is enough to say, Greg, you have not bet the Jets. It is mid-October. Here's a little treat and take the Jets here because this is the spot to take.
What do you think about this, Greg? And then I have something I'd like to say. What do you think about that comment?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something to comment. Yeah, I don't hate it. I think I'd just rather get involved with the Jets. I think it's time for me. It's I can Flacco can go off again. This Jets team is bad. I can be very wrong, but I'm going to pick my spots and I'm going to take the Jets here.
Okay. Do you both remember when Jameis played the Steelers for the first time? He was making his first start of the year on the Browns in the snow. And everybody bet the Browns, and everybody knew it was going to come, and they knew for some reason Jameis would look amazing in this game. And I want to say the three of us said to each other, like, damn, like everybody's betting the fucking Browns and Jameis Winston. Obviously, you guys have discourse about Jameis Winston, and he had the game of his fucking life in the snow. Everybody remembers that, right?
I had the Steelers team total under and altered it. Yes. I mean, Browns team total under and altered it. It was
well, he started the following week, and he was complete dog shit. And I loved what I saw from Joe Flacco, but I've seen enough Joe Flacco this year to know that can also be fucking horrible. He can be horrible. I don't care what anybody says. He could be horrible. And God, I mean, I don't even know that I've ever, and this is a knock on the Steelers defense, a huge knock on the Steelers defense. It felt like fucking the Bengals receivers were just playing high school football, like literally.
Dude, Ramsey was getting abused.
It was crazy. They were open on just elementary routes, open by 10 fucking yards. I just don't see how that happens again. So I kind of like your look. I'm not gross enough to do it with you, but if you make it your best bet, I support you. But I don't think Joe Flacco looks like that again. I really genuinely don't.
You're not gross enough to do it with him. You just fucking bet the Broncos. I mean, the Bills. God, the Bengals. We're fourth.
A lot of bees.
None of those teams you just named. They all
none of those teams are it, too.
Are you having a stroke? You just bet the Broncos.
What other B team is there?
The Bills. No, the Bulls.
What team are you trying to say?
Steak made the grossest bet of the fucking season with the Bengals against the Lions. His best bet 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago. Okay.
Now all of a sudden he's fucking. Oh, I've gone to the. I had a epiphany. He went to the epiphany.
I already have my gross bet of the week. It's the Houston Texans.
The 1 point home favorite. Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty gross, dude.
Oh, that's real gross.
It's pretty gross, dude.
You're going with the team that's expected to win the game. Ugh.
A lot of people are.
That to me is textbook wrong team favorite. But for me, we're not through the board yet. Right now, as I sit at 11-11. Ooh, make a wish. I wish the Jets win. I'm taking Jets, and because it's 11-11, I'm probably going to sprinkle the money behind.
Now that you said it, it's not going to happen.
Honestly, that was the fucking corniest shit, but it's probably going to work. Now I'm in on the Jets. Also, the Profit X line 45.5, 6.5 on the spread. I do find it interesting that some numbers on here are 6.5 and not 7 or 7.5.
Real quick. I saw some people saying tank for Mendoza. You guys know who has the best odds to be the number 1 overall pick?
Guy from Houston or Houston? Oh my God, guy from Oregon?
No, Dante Moore is 5th. It's Ty Simpson from Alabama, but I just, I don't know that these guys are tank worthy for. I don't want to be a hater, but should you be tanking for Ty Simpson or Fernando Mendoza?
Well, listen, you know what? I got to tell you this. I didn't really believe in Bo Nix or Drake May, and these guys are playing pretty good football. So,
okay.
Damn, I mean, think about the guys.
Those guys play and say, wow, these dudes are going to change an NFL franchise's fucking whole culture.
Steak, I don't think so either. But honestly, are we ever really going to have that guy anymore? Because think about it. Like the dudes we thought were who?
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's really good.
When the Bucks are the first overall pick, Greg, I actually used to call in back in the day to Tampa radio. I listened to iHeartRadio before I started listening to VSiN. I called in to the radio. Swear on everything. And I said, everybody was talking Jameis or Marcus Mariota. And I said, I think we should trade the pick.
Yeah. I think Ty Simpson being as good as he is a little bit of a testament to Kalen DeBoer, but we're not talking college football right now.
No, we're not. And I think he's very live in the Heisman. By the way, I didn't pull up the Pickett splits, and here they are if anybody wants to see it. You got more bets and money all over the Bengals, which makes sense. And the under, Pickett sharps like the under in this game. Well, hey, kind of correlates because you're saying that, or I liked what Steak said about the following week, the quarterback played like shit. This feels like a Jets game. I'm with you. All right, here's another touchdown, 7.5-point favorite.
I actually can't wait to talk about this.
I'm glad you can because I get nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I cannot even tell you how bad I want to bet the Miami Dolphins. I can't.
Yeah, and can I tell you why you want to do that? You know the saying he's playing chess when everyone else is playing checkers?
Mm-hmm.
You know that saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Raheem Morris is playing checkers while everyone else is playing chess. That's how I would explain Raheem Morris. And I can't think of one coach in the NFL that for some reason won't be able to figure out Vape Boy and Concussion Boy. I really can't. Like, I literally think Raheem Morris could be the coach to lose a game to the Miami Dolphins. I actually believe
that. Dude, I'll tell you what, man. Didn't last week all the favorites covered?
Yeah, mostly all.
Last week was a public week.
This is a week for the nasty dogs. And if it's not, I'm going to be a little dead inside because it's like, I guess betting is fucking fade the Jets.
Vape Boy and Concussion Boy is very funny. I'm trying to think of a meme that we could do with that because it's very funny.
My one problem goes into my football brain, my eyeballs, everything that I've seen and know about this Miami Dolphins team is that they are so soft. And I just really have a hard time not thinking that Bijan Robinson will go nuts again. You guys are going to feel like fucking idiots next week. Look back on the Jets.
Sometimes I love Dodge, by the way. He's a smart guy. He's too smart for this show. But sometimes I think it's hilarious that he keeps watching this show and being.
I know. Sometimes he like hates us. He like hates what we're saying.
I mean, everybody watches a car crash.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, this
you're right
now is a car crash. We have said Texans, Jets, Dolphins, Browns. That's what we like.
Yeah. And I'm not like even just trying to be like the fucking Mr. Contrarian smartest guy in the room. Like, I think that there are reasons to like certain teams. Here, you just said it about Raheem Morris. As bad as the Dolphins are and as pathetic as Mike McDaniel is, I'm sorry, I don't trust Raheem Morris to beat anybody by 7.5. I just really don't. He scored 3 points in the second half at home against the Buffalo Bills after scoring 3 touchdowns. Like, the guy doesn't know how to run up the score, keep the foot on his gas. I can't stand him. Greg, what you got? Nothing you said, right?
I got nothing on a side here. If you guys like the Dolphins, I'm not going to stop you. I get no business betting the Dolphins until they fire McDaniel, which I do think will be before Thanksgiving. Not a hot take by any means. I'm pulling up the Pickett splits right now because this to me screams over. Penix plays so much better at home. Tua's going to be in a dome too. Like, I think we get a lot of points in this one.
You know, Greg, I don't hate that. I really don't hate that at all.
Look at the discrepancy on Pickett for the bets and money. How funny is that?
That's crazy to see that many people on the under.
Greg, since your name is the tight end parlay whisperer, I'm sad you haven't acknowledged anyone in the chat, but it is National Tight End Day, and I'm not expecting you to give anyone a parlay on Wednesday, but I need you to know that it's National Tight End.
It sucks that when I tweeted, I was 6 guys. The first 2 missed. The next 4 hit. I actually went 4 for 6. I just never got a chance to sweat because my guys in the 1 p.m. game were so bad.
Listen,
bro, tight ends are scoring like crazy this year.
Greg, you should have told me that. The next move is you retweet that and you say, congratulations to everybody that watered it down.
You should be bragging about hitting 4 out of 6 touchdown scores.
You don't know what that means when people water down a parlay?
I mean, I assume it means take it a few less legs.
Yeah. And so really, I mean, you didn't do anything like because you lost your parlay, but people made their own decision to say, oh, I don't like that many guys. I'll just take this guy's. And then they hit and they still come back to you and say, hey, I hit the watered down version. Thanks a lot.
I got to be honest. I don't
in all of football. Tyler Warren to score a touchdown every single fucking week. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah. No, I don't blame anyone for tailing me. I probably would have tailed the same thing, but it's so preposterous to tail a guy who just hit the luckiest bet of his life. Like lightning's going to strike the exact same place twice, but it was something I had to do.
He describes gambling Twitter.
People on gambling Twitter think that what you did was all skill. So they think you're really good at this and you should just keep doing it. And
the funny is because that went like obviously as viral as anything I've done in this football season, but there was one guy who was like, man, I wish I would have saw this. I would have tailed. I'm like, dude, everybody that saw it, laughed, and just went right along. No one saw it and said, I'm going to tail this idiot taking all 3 tight ends to score. And I just thought it's funny. Some guy was like, oh, if I would have saw this earlier, I would have tailed. No chance.
A really, really successful client of mine once told me when we were having lunch at Hillstone, he said, and this is so true and it's so apparent. It's really sad too in the sports betting space, but like the majority of people are stupid and a way to get rich is take advantage of that. And
yeah, that's clearly the strategy for
it sucks because we're such good guys and we don't want to do that. But
so you're saying I should have started a tight end dub club?
I literally
dub club, Greg. Already got one.
I fucking told you that. All you have to do is hit one more between now and January 1st, and we are fucking selling all that shit. All of it. People are going to buy it. People are going to buy it. You know what I heard? Not to trash anybody. You know the calling our shot guy, the guy that does the ladders? He takes like 5 things that are minus 500, and it's like $10 to win 20 to win 40, and he does it all the way to win 10K. He almost won. He lost on Jameson Williams, 15 plus. Do you know he sells that?
I'm not surprised at all.
And I don't even fucking blame him. Who buys that?
Uh-huh.
Who buys that?
Yeah, it's kind of like for me, it's like people who get mad at OnlyFans girls. And it's like they're mad they make hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's like, why aren't you should be mad at the people paying those?
That's the thing I don't understand. And I'm not trying to defend anybody that does that, but the guy is like, he's selling like, Bucky Irving 40 plus rushing yards minus 800, and you parlay 5 of those things. He's selling that, and people are buying it. I mean, look, you can open up a store and sell dirty socks. If you have a line out the door that people are coming to buy them, I'm shitting on the people that are buying them.
People bought soap made from Sydney Sweeney's bathwater.
All right, but that's a little bit different.
Yeah, that's just a good purchase.
That's actually
it's a collector's item.
You don't. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would buy that for like a friend.
Yeah, a friend.
Fair enough.
You would, dude. Yeah, you buy it for a friend, but you'd have it shipped to your house.
Don't worry, Miss Degen. It's for Greg.
It's for Greg. All right. And on that note, the Miami Dolphins are a full 7.5 minus 118. Total is 45.5. All right. Let's keep it moving. Excuse me. Where were we? I feel like we've done a pretty good job of.
I think we're getting into the 4:00 slate.
All right. Yeah, we are. You're right. I thought I had a pretty good tweet, by the way. The 4:00 slate is fucking rocked. Maybe the NFL should try like putting more games at 4 and like less at 1 p.m. Like, wait, 1 p.m. is just terrible. Anyways,
last week 1 p.m. was
brutal.
It was me, dude.
But hey, the one score. The Panthers Jets was a 1-score game. So in Mina Kimes' defense, the NFL's all right. Anyways,
I really almost asked my wife, like, you want to go to the farmer's market or a pumpkin patch or something?
I know.
Take too much more of this shit.
I get a pumpkin patch in my immediate future. I'm not sure when, but I've dodged it until.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never done apple picking. Is that fun?
Never done that.
I haven't either.
Yeah, that probably sucks too.
It's a huge thing in New York State. It's a huge apple picking is big up here.
The Bucks. Wow, 5 on Profit X.
Yeah.
If you like the Saints, you want to get 5 minus 127. Total's kind of high here, 47.5. I already got Cornfield fucking messaging me. How many units are you have on your box?
Hey, dude, this line was 6.5. I did see Sharps hammering it. I bet you Cornfield's at the Saints 6.5 ticket. I just know it.
Sure. Listen, they're going to say the Bucks can't keep getting away with it. Can't keep getting away with it. Oh, look, they lost to the Lions off a loss. I told you the Bucks were frauds. Fuck you. But dude, it's getting rough, man. Levante got hurt. Obviously, we saw Mike Evans. That was a bad injury. I mean, he was like about to fall.
He's
asleep.
done, right?
Broke his clavicle. Yeah.
It looks bad.
Looked really bad.
Ibuka shouldn't have came back. He wasn't ready to be back out there.
No, it was so weird. And you know, I actually gave Cornfields credit. Yeah, he finally had a good tweet. He was like, the Bucks should have just treated this like a bye week and rested anybody. Yeah.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Never knew there were so many different types of apples. Yeah, the only apple worth eating, by the way, is Honeycrisp. Every other apple sucks.
That's not true.
Which one do you like? Gala?
I could give you 5 other apples that are good. Macintosh are terrible. Don't eat Macintosh, but Royal Gala's good.
Fuji's not good.
Fuji or Fiji, those are good.
Not good.
Great.
Pink Lady.
Pink Lady's good. There's some good brands out there.
That's literally it. Honeycrisp and Pink Lady.
No, Granny Smith is nasty. Get out of here.
Granny Smith sucks. I like a good apple. You want a hot take? The saying, I don't think Steak knows he's muted. The saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I kind of think there's some truth to that.
Yeah, bro. You need vitamins and nutrients.
And I think the apple is like the one fruit that packs the most of it.
Really?
When I eat an apple, I feel great. You guys, Steak.
Strawberries. I would argue strawberries, but I hear you.
No.
I was thinking blueberries or oranges, but
blueberries, yes. Orange is like strictly vitamin C. I think apple, I mean, I got to look it up, but whatever it is, it's got a lot of something, you know.
I have a fact guy question.
You have a fact guy question?
What are sticky fingers?
Why are you asking me and Degen?
Because you guys talked about this the other day because Chewy ate them for breakfast and I didn't know what they were. I still don't know what they are. Sticky fingers?
What?
Are you talking about zingers?
Zingers, yes. What's a zinger?
A zinger is from the ale house. They're basically just fucking chicken tenders. They're fucking.
They're more than chicken tenders. They're like a chicken tender meets a wing, like a buffalo-y,
like a buffalo chicken tender ish. Okay,
doesn't have to be buffalo. You can get your zingers in any sauce you want.
You're right. But Steak, they're sauced.
Yeah, they're sauced and they're fucking delicious.
Greg, when's the last time you went to an ale house?
2011.
Holy shit!
It was actually, I can think of it. I had started my first job out of college, and I had a big job with a contractor, and I took them all to ale house for like just beers and appetizers. So I probably had a zinger at that point, but it's been a while.
Great establishment. I went for the Rams Niners Thursday night game.
Degen, do you remember this? Ale House was the spot when we first graduated high school, and you would come back for that Wednesday Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Everyone was at Ale House. Ale
House was awesome. Do you remember Wing House?
Yeah.
Wing House ruled. I can't believe it went out of business. I thought Wing House kicked ass. Anyways, where Greg met mom?
Yeah, Cam has that joke because he used Sarah and it kind of panicked me.
Oh, yeah. He really
his mom was definitely there. She was one of the ones that got there at like 4:30.
Come back to me. Saints, Bucks. People are gonna fade the Bucks. I got no issue with it. I have no issue with it. The Bucks are doing everything they can. I mean, it was by far the worst game I've seen Baker Mayfield play in a Bucks uniform, but like he's kind of run out of gas, man. He's run out of gas. I'm not an unrealistic fan. I'm not a beeve. I'm going to tell you right now, like when the Bucks are probably going to lose a game. And the thing I have about this though, when the Bucks play the Saints really are scrappy and they always kind of get up for the Bucks. But I think Baker fucking hates the Saints. And I sort of think that this timing wise is like, you know, after his worst game in a Bucks uniform, you could see like a fuck you Baker game. I'm just wondering. It's just tough, dude. Tez Johnson, Cameron Johnson, Kate Otten, like Ibuka's still banged up. No Bucky Irving. I don't know that the Bucks can cover 4.5. Steak, what do you think?
I think that this was an annoying one where the Sharps sucked all the value out of this because I would have loved the Saints at 6.5 all day long. To be honest, I'm showing 3.5. It looks like Prophet X has a good line, but I'm showing it's 3.5 everywhere. That's fucking tough.
It's 6 on Prophet X.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's 3.5 where I'm looking. ESPN bet and FanDuel.
Okay. ESPN bet. God, you make me sick.
Yeah. It's just because I pull up the games on ESPN, but honestly, it is pretty pathetic. You're right.
Yeah, FanDuel's at 4.5, and the 4.5 is juiced for the Saints.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So let's just say it's like 4.5. You don't like the Saints at that number, Steak.
If I bet anything in this game, it would be the Saints.
Wow, look at this. This is why the numbers move. 81.3% of the money is all over that spread. Woo!
Absolutely. I mean, hammering the Saints after Monday.
Woo! By the way, if you're on Twitter, come finish the final 30 minutes of this stream with us on Twitch and YouTube where we monetize. All right.
See you later, Twitter. See you later, Twitter. You freeloading bucks.
Freeloading motherfuckers, bitch ass, hoe at. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are cool.
I like that.
All right. We're here. We here. Greg?
I think we got enough gross things on our card to not add the Saints. I'm with you. I think this could be a good spot for Baker to bounce back, but this line is telling you Saints all the way. Although DJ, you've said it, Baker's a Tampa guy. If you're going to be a Tampa guy, you got to beat the big rivals on the road. So especially when you got significantly more talent, even though you're banged up. No play for me here.
Greg, this is a dessert at the ale house, and it's also just
dude,
insane.
It's unbelievable, but don't look at how many calories it has.
You'd lose it. You'd lose it to know that me and Degen have consumed one of them before.
Greg,
you guys get like 2 spoons, one dessert.
Sure,
you should, because it might have.
I'm saying, did the two of you do that?
It's every dessert in one. It's like a sundae, a brownie, a cookie, and everything. Just guess how many calories do you think it has?
I'm guessing 3,000.
No, that's too much.
I was gonna guess 2,000.
No, it's got like 1,800 calories. It's a lot, almost 2,000. You're supposed to have 2,500 in a day. The one thing I want to remind people, and again, this is just what I like to point out, and Greg is right. I think Baker is a Tampa guy, and Tampa has it out for the Saints. Do you guys remember what the Bucks did last time they played in New Orleans last season on Sunday, October 13th? Because if you don't, I will tell you.
Tell me.
This was also coming off a loss against the Atlanta Falcons. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers put up 51 points. And this is a game where Baker threw 3 interceptions. Spencer Rattler was also a starting quarterback. He threw 2 picks, but Baker was 34, 26, 325. Sean Tucker, 14 carries, 136 yards. Oh! So, anyways, Sharps, I hope you respectfully get fucked. We'll keep moving.
I get one thing that I think is worth mentioning here.
Sure,
so again, I lost connection for a second. Am I back?
Yeah, you're kind of glitchy, but we can power through.
You're here.
Okay. The Bucks against Kellen Moore, right? When he was in Philly, they shut the Eagles down last year. And then in that playoff game the year before that, they shut him down. So maybe they got a good scheme against his offense.
Okay. I don't hate it. I think he was there 1 year, but
was he only there 1 year?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Before that, it was some fucking loser.
You're right.
Broncos and the Cowboys. I know where I stand, but I'm not going to hog the microphone on this one. Actually, I could probably go even take another piss. I'm drinking a lot of water. Steak, why don't you start us off here? Broncos, if you like the Cowboys, profit excess 4.5. Here are the picket splits too. I'll give you this one more time. It's a lot of blue. It's hard to decipher those colors, but 66% of the bets and money are on Dallas. Broncos people like the money line. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. I'll keep the volume up while I go take a piss. Start us off.
Okay, cool. Hopefully we can hear you being. How does Bo Nix, and I don't want to hear about the Giants game. I just want to be clear. That wasn't real life to me. I refuse to believe that was real life. Everything that happened in the last 8 minutes of that game, just not real life. I blocked it out of my mind. How does Bo Nix win a game with a 52 total? And I'm asking you, you're the right guy to ask. You're the Broncos guy. And I just want to say, before the last 8 minutes of the game, Bo Nix looked fucking horrible. He looked horrible. Bad. I know that this team is all defense, and I know they're going to win a lot of games that way. I'm not hating on the Broncos. I'm just wondering how Bo Nix wins a game with a 52 total. That's the only question I have.
The Cowboys defense is the only answer I really have. Their defense is not very good, and I do think he's got you get a little bump when you get a win like that. That was absolutely lost. You looked awful. 33 points in the fourth quarter is one of the craziest stats in any football season.
Yeah, you could tell me it's the craziest, and I probably wouldn't argue with you.
So yeah, for me, I'm leaning Broncos here, but it's tough because there's some problems there. There's some problems, and maybe you just simplify everything and go back to last year's playbook for Bo Nix because you tried to make it a little more complex, and he's just not getting it. But to me, I think a lot of people are going to be on the Cowboys in this spot, and I'm still not sure that this is a very good team. They're a fine team, right? I think they're 8-9, but are they going into Denver and winning? Right. I think if Denver just simplifies things, they can take advantage of this.
George Pickens versus Riley Moss. Holy fuck. Yep. The size of the bladder of a mustard seed. By the way, fun fact, do you know where mustard comes from?
No.
Comes from mustard seeds. Was promised a food review a long time ago. Never happened. You got anything I could review?
You never did the McRib.
Where did steak go?
Oh, does he have something for you to review?
No, I think maybe he's got a corp call or something.
Oh, I thought you kicked him out.
Very upset about the mustard seed thing.
You want to be even more upset? Florida State, 2009. I'm wearing a black hoodie. It's a disgusting game. It's rain. We're tailgating. Degen uses that same joke, same exact joke. Except when he delivers a punchline, he squirts mustard on me at the tailgate.
Degen has been telling that joke for 18 years.
Yeah.
Or 16 years. Oh man.
Yeah.
For 2 years is too long.
Can I
sucks. Oh.
Okay. You ready for this? You ready for the fucking spinorama of a lifetime? Steak doesn't realize I'm quoting Will Ferrell. That's what he doesn't understand. It's not my joke.
It's still not a funny joke, and you scored mustard on me.
Hold on. You took a guy who says hilarious things almost every fucking moment, and you took the least funny thing he's ever said, and that's what you made your whole personality for 16 years.
You don't get it. You don't get it. You quote
Will
Ferrell movies all the time. His SNL, Best of SNL, is one of the funniest things ever. And there's a part where he says mustard is made from mustard seeds. I don't know when it is.
We got to move on.
Okay. I don't remember.
I'm going to tell you the equivalent of what you're doing by using that quote as your Will Ferrell quote. It's like saying you guys want to watch Baker Mayfield highlights and then showing just the Monday Night Football game from last week. That's what it's like.
The worst storyteller of all time is probably a bit of an exaggeration.
I'll be honest, Kev. That's mean, number one, very mean. And number two, not true. If there's one thing he's good at, it's telling really bad stories.
Yeah, I'm not the bad storyteller. The stories are bad. All right. Everybody's getting on our ass saying we're not locked in. I feel like we're pretty fucking locked in. I mean, Jesus Christ, you guys come up here and talk for an hour and 37 minutes.
Yeah, they would probably.
Yeah, okay. I like the Broncos.
Steak, where's your head at?
Kind of thinking it has to be the Broncos.
I don't necessarily think we go back to them as a pretty big favorite, but I'm on their win total and I'm pulling for it, and I like it. That's all I can really say.
I'm on Cowboys under, so I mean, if I lose this, I'm cooked.
You want a bit of a comp? You know, I love a good comparison. Do you remember last year when I took the under? My best bet started to heat up in the NFL, and I took the under in the Falcons-Broncos game, and the Broncos skull fucked them, and it actually pushed. It was like 38-6, and the total was 44. I think this is that type of game for the Broncos. And I'm not even shitting on Dak. I'm a Dak guy, but I really think when you look at the schedule and the teams they've played, like, the Broncos defense should really give him some fits. Now, I'll give him credit for what they did against the Packers, but that was at home. I think the Cowboys can be a different team in a dome and at home. It's a lot different when you're playing on the road mile high. Okay.
I'm ready for the Broncos defense to be tested. They played Jackson Dart, Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts, Jake Browning. So this is a hell of a test. Dak is fucking in his bag, and CeeDee Lamb's back, and Javonte Williams looks like a fucking new man. This is a great test to see how good this Broncos defense is.
It's such an unintentional insult to throw Jalen Hurts in with those other guys.
It was unintentional, yeah. Yeah, it was unintentional. I'm probably more of a Jalen Hurts guy than most people.
The Indianapolis Colts are 14.5 against the Titans. I have absolutely nothing.
Damn.
I like these divisional
Williams revenge. Sorry, but nobody talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Colts 14.5, total 47. You guys like anything in this game?
Only thing I was going to say was I like these divisional rematches, especially when the first one went over, to give a look towards the under. And that's exactly what you have here. First game sort over. I will not get involved with the Titans again this year. It's just they're beyond dead to me.
Who did the Titans beat in a football game?
The Cardinals in that crazy game.
Oh, there it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh,
I mean, you needed a fumble going into the end zone, and you needed an interception fumble touchdown.
I think there was one more thing. But yeah, so sometimes I feel like we don't talk about how hilarious things can turn in 7 weeks of NFL football, but the team with the number 1 overall pick is playing the team that's starting Daniel Jones, who had a quarterback competition pretty much until the final week of training camp with Anthony Richardson, is now a 14.5-point favorite. A team with a 5.5 win total and a team with a 7.5 win total. This is fucking insane. I was literally wondering before I saw the spread, how big can you make this spread with how good the Colts are playing and how often the Titans are playing? And I don't know that it's big enough. Like, why is this not 17.5? And I'm not trying to say, take the Titans, it's sharp. I'm not doing that. I'm at all not pitching the Titans here. I'm just saying, like,
where can you make this number to make the public be on the Titans? And I think that's what you're asking.
The Titans are fucking horrendous. I mean, this is like the worst wide receiver room of all time.
The Jets is pretty bad.
The Jets have Garrett Wilson. The fucking Titans don't have anyone who could sniff Garrett Wilson's fucking jockstrap. That's the thing. Calvin Ridley is dog shit and injured. Tyler Lockett's gone. Chamire Degen from the Gators, whoever the fuck that is. I hope I said his name right.
Ayamanyara.
That name sounds like a slur. Yeah, Ayomanor. Yeah, he's the only one. And even he hasn't, like, blown up yet. And you would think with how bad everyone else is, if he was as good as he's supposed to be, maybe he should have. They're so bad. They're so fucking horrendous.
Did you get 12.5 on Profit?
Did Tyler Lockett just quit?
Dude, it's crazy.
Did you just say I'm out of here? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think he asked for a release or whatever.
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
What's not to get?
No, I don't get it about Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's hitting the Titans personally, Cam. I'm not saying anyone's betting the Colts either. I just think people pass over this game.
That's crazy. He wasn't even playing. Yeah. Okay. Pittsburgh and the Packers. Aaron Rodgers revenge game on Sunday Night Football. Totals at 45. Greg, you just pumped your hands.
I'm excited, dude.
Oh yeah?
How am I not excited for this game as a Steeler fan?
No, I you obviously should be excited, but I think you're in. I think you're in for a world of hurt.
Go ahead, elaborate. Do tell.
So, I got to tell you, I got a huge bone to pick with Arthur Smith. Huge. This guy, what he was trying to do with that offense blew my mind. It was one thing for Jaylen Warren in this running game to find success against the Bengals. I think it's going to be another to find it against the Packers. The Packers are an annoying fucking team. They go on the road against Arizona. They win, but they don't cover. They look terrible for 3 quarters. They wake up against the Bengals. If you had them there, they fell asleep. Couldn't stop a 4th down. They don't cover there. But I hate to say it, and I've heard other people say this, and I agree. Deep down, there is a really, really good Green Bay Packers team. You know what I think the Steelers have deep down? A shitty team. I think the Steelers deep down, I think they can look good. I think they can play good. And I certainly think, I keep going back to your take that I love, Aaron Rodgers playing well after he destroyed the Jets makes so much sense. And he is playing well. He really is. But I don't know that I like the Steelers against the Packers here, because that defense, what they just let Joe Flacco and the Bengals do, I think Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love and these guys can run circles around this overrated defense. And I don't know that Aaron Rodgers can keep up. That's my concern. Steak, let's end with Greg.
The thing is that the Packers are just irritating. They are irritating. You nailed it. They play with their food. I'm not saying that they're not going to want to beat Aaron Rodgers, but it's in Pittsburgh. I think I would buy more of the Packers being hyped for this game if it was in Lambeau, but I just don't know, man. Like, the Packers are a really good football team, and if they come out of the NFC, I won't be surprised, but they lack dog, dude. They really do. I don't think the Packers are dogs at all. And I don't want to fade Aaron Rodgers really, because I think he's somebody who's going to take it super fucking serious.
Mhm.
And I don't know how it's possible that the fucking same Steelers defense could show up in this game. And I don't know if they can fucking expose it. The Packers can expose it like fucking Jamar Chase can. I have nothing bad to say about the Packers wide receiving core. I think Tucker Kraft's been awesome, and Golden's showing glimpses, and Dobbs overperforming, but they're not anything special, the wide receivers. And Josh Jacobs seems a little hurt, and Jordan Love is like, every time you start to believe in him, honestly, he looks like ass, and then we're going to call him ass, and he'll come out and throw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's kind of what he does, but he's never been consistent. And yeah, as of right now, I lean the Steelers, if I'm being completely honest with you.
All right, Greg, how do you feel? By the way, I'm sorry. Let me get to this real quick because I saw a couple comments. Somebody said, do you think Aaron Rodgers to win MVP is a shit wager? And then he said, if Rodgers beats his old team, his MVP would go crazy for like a week. Sure. Kind of feels like the MVP race is like a little open for someone to get up there because no Lamar, no Burrow, no Josh Allen, but
you still got a big name in Pat Mahomes. Who's
sure. But I'm just saying, like,
Pat Mahomes.
Also, you're saying no Josh Allen. He has the second best odds to win.
I know. You're right. Yeah. All right, Greg, talk to me about the Steelers and Packers.
I mean, it's crazy to me that you're picking a bone with Arthur Smith with all the other problems on this team. I looked it up while Steak was talking. 2021, 2022, 2023, the Steelers had one game where they scored more than 30 points. That's what we're coming from. So I just can't complain about Arthur Smith when we put up 30 points a couple times last year. We've already done it twice this year. To me, I know the offense has still got problems, but it's night and day what it was pre-Arthur Smith. So I can't blame him just because what I experienced with the Matt Canada situation for so long. To me, this is a textbook spot. You got to back Tomlin. He's Sunday night, prime time, off a big loss, at home, as a dog. All these are trends. And when you talk about Tomlin trends, I feel like they carry more weight than any other coach because he's been there for fucking 20 years. It's not just like you're looking at 5 or 6 years. You're looking at a 20-year resume of where this guy does well because he has his spots where he does and where this guy does terrible. And last week against the Bengals was a spot that he's terrible in. On the road, as a big favorite, divisional, big favorite against a division opponent. Those are the spots to fade him. This is a spot to buy. So I am in on the Steelers. I'm probably too hyped up for this game. But, I mean, the Packers, too, it's just not there yet. It's just not there. Something when because I'm watching a decent amount of Packer games. I have them to win the NFC. I got great CLV on it, but there's something still just not there. But I do agree with Steak that they're working it out and they'll get there. I really like the Steelers here, man. I don't think the Packers care that they're going against Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers really cares that he's going up against the Packers, who basically told him to walk drafting Jordan Love. I think he cannot wait for a situation to go up against a guy that basically wrote him out of Green Bay.
I got one more take on this game. I think everything that's been said is pretty solid. It's always the Steelers as a dog. Yep. This is a Tomlin spot. Sure. What if the Packers are a team that just plays down to its competition? And I'm looking at their schedule so far this year.
They play really well against the best teams.
Yep. When they are 3-point favorites or less, that's been the Commanders and the Lions. They've looked really good and they've won and they've covered. When they're a touchdown or more, Cowboys, Browns, Bengals, Jacoby Brissett, that's when they fuck around with their food. This just, to me, you know what it seems like, guys? I'm not saying that like it's LaFleur over Tomlin, because I really, when Steak and I were talking about that Jags-Rams game, it's like, bro, Sean McVay is gonna fuck Liam Cohen up. I if anything, if I'm taking picking a dog in that fight, I want Tomlin. But the Packers are getting up for this game. You know it. How would they not? And I'll take a Packers, given everything they've got, over what the Steelers can do. That's what I think. So, but you make a lot of points. I just hate I hate that I think it's the Packers. I do. Steak, where did you land on this? You lean Steelers? Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are usually right when you like the Steelers and I don't. So I want to make that clear. Nobody tail, although you're probably not anyways.
Is Brady the only other with that Rodgers stat beating all 32 teams? Actually, I bet Breeze did it.
Well, did Brady beat the Patriots?
Did Brady beat the Patriots?
I just assumed Brady did because he was good in Tampa for a couple of years, but maybe he didn't.
Play?
Oh yeah, they did. He did. They played the Patriots on the road. It was nasty, and he won.
He did, and then Drew Brees,
because he was on the Chargers for a few years, and then he was on the Saints for forever. So I'm assuming in that time frame he was on the Chargers, he beat the Saints.
Peyton Manning's a good one. He had to have done that. Peyton Manning had to have done that.
Drew Brees never played for another team. Oh no, he did. Yeah, he did. You're right.
That's what I mean. He played for the Chargers for.
If this is really the list, dude. If this is really the list, Aaron Rodgers will be winning on Sunday night. I got fucking news for you.
Yeah,
that list is the only 4 guys that have beaten all 32 NFL teams. Aaron Rodgers will be winning on Sunday night.
Okay. All right. Well, we will we'll have our best bets in the newsletter Friday morning. We'll also be streaming on Friday. Steak and I will go over and fine tune. Greg, we'll see you Thursday evening.
No, I got a networking thing.
Oh,
yeah, you told us that.
Got it. You did. Yep. We will not see you again, but it was great to have you. I'm sorry. Wait, there's a Monday night game quickly. Chiefs minus 10.5 against the Commanders. Usually we break this game down on Monday, but again, just early thoughts.
With Daniel, the question around Daniels.
Yeah.
Like there's no point in talking about this on Wednesday.
I agree.
It's too big of an unknown.
Yeah. And by the way,
Degen and just run through NBA.
Yep. I just wanted to point out this line is 3 on ProfitX. They are not moving it down to 2.5 pretty much anywhere. If you like the Cowboys, you can get 4.5, though. I did want to mention that.
All right. You can get the Steelers juiced at minus 118 on FanDuel at 3.5.
3.5 minus 118. They're plus 103 if you like the 3.
Yeah.
If you like the Steelers to win, I might as well just go for the jugular.
I like them to cover.
Okay.
I like him enough to place a wager on the cover. I don't like him enough to place a wager on the win.
I like him to win.
All right, boys. I got to run.
All right, see you, man. Okay, let's give it up to Greg.
I always think that's me, you fucker.
All right, well, you're gonna have to stop thinking it's you.
Yeah, I guess. All right, we don't got a lot of time. Let's go through the fucking NBA board. We'll just rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Okay, here we go. We're going to shoot from the hip. You are the NBA god. You're 1-0. I'm 0-1.
Say that stuff like that.
What are you talking about?
Don't say stuff like that.
You call yourself an unemployed scammer, and I can't call you a fucking NBA god?
I'll lose the next 11 bets if you start saying stuff like that.
All right, fine. The San Antonio Spurs at the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks minus 3. What a good game on opening night. Awesome game.
Because I'm going to the Magic game on Mythos. Why are we talking about that game first?
That's a great question. Sorry. I should have scrolled up. All right. Nets and the Hornets. Nets minus 5, total 228. What do you think?
Nets plus 5. And I think that I'm not going to be betting, probably not going to be betting this game until I watch the Nets play a few times. I think there's a chance that the Nets are one of the worst teams in NBA history, to be honest, but I got to see a couple of these rookies because they have a bajillion of them. Yep. For example, I think Ryan Kalkbrenner is a starter, which is hilarious. I'm digging into Michael Porter Jr. props. You guys can make fun of me as much as you want. I know that he sucks. His volume is going to be insane, and I'm not just talking points. I like his rebounds. I like his assists. I like everything Michael Porter Jr. early in the year. That's the dude from BYU, right, Cam? Yeah, Vinny Diaz, take that. Michael Porter Jr. will hit his assists and rebounds.
LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Con Knippel. No, my wife's not home. Miles Bridges and Diabate.
Hey, you know what I said yesterday, and we talked about it. I think that's a decent starting lineup. I think that there's a giant talent gap in this game for 5 points, but I'm not going to predict anything about the Nets until I see them play a few games. Yes, okay.
But I was going to ask you, you don't like any of those players tonight for the Hornets? Because you said you like the Nets. I was just curious if you liked anybody.
Not specifically a player prop in the Hornet. My favorite player prop in the game is Michael Porter Jr.
Okay. Cavs minus 1.5 in New York tonight. Ooh, what a fun game.
No Mitch Robinson, no Josh Hart, but also Darius Garland's still out for the Cavs, right? And I think DeAndre Hunter's going to play, but he's a game time decision. Yeah, I love when you do this. Pull this up.
Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby is probable. Towns questionable, and Garland's out. Yep,
Runs out. Yeah, so I actually think this is a lot of respect for the Cavs to be favored.
it is. It is. It's a fuck ton.
Yeah.
Fuck ton.
I'll go with the regular season Cavs money line.
Ooh, dude, no Hart or Robinson. Damn.
Yeah, no heart. Isn't that's what I said, right?
Yeah, sorry. I thought you just said
Oh,
Garland.
Mikal Bridges props.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Gross.
Sorry.
Raptors 5.5 total 236. High total makes sense. Hawks home opener, fun team, exciting team, but we also kind of like the Raptors too.
Yeah, I like both these teams. I'm excited to watch it. I guess I would lean Raptors with the points just off jump, but it's another specifically the Raptors. I want to watch both these teams, but I really want to watch the Raptors.
So last night I took some unders. I took Gabe Vincent and DeAndre Ayton unders. My logic on Ayton was just he's kind of ass. Gabe Vincent, I don't know. I mean, not like I was fading him directly, but the threes. I am not a big RJ Barrett guy, and Dyson Daniels, it looks like they're both the shooting guards, so maybe Dyson will be guarding him. What do you think about taking some RJ Barrett unders today?
I love it because Dyson Daniels is my defensive player of the year, so I won't be mad if you take that at all. I think that's a good look. Even though it might be a common look, I still like it.
You think people are taking the RJ Hunter unders?
Well, I think people don't like RJ Barrett. People know that Dyson Daniels is one of the up-and-coming best defensive players in the NBA, but trust your reads. It's the NBA, dude. It's a pretty square sport.
I don't know about all that.
It is.
Sixers and Celtics. Celtics are -3.
No, yeah. This is a really hard one. This is a really, really hard game.
Mm-hmm. Tatum's out.
You want to know? Yeah, definitely. You want to know what I want to lean into right away?
Sure.
I think, and this is probably going to get shit on, and I'm going to look stupid so quick, but I'm just going to say it. I think Derek White could be the star of this team over Jaylen.
It doesn't sound stupid. You keep saying that. By the way, can you get centered in the camera?
Brown. What?
Can you get centered in the camera?
Yeah, sure. I think that everybody thinks it's Jaylen Brown who's going to be like the far and away number one guy. I think Derek White might go absolutely fucking crazy this year.
Okay, so you want to just take him right out of the gate?
Kinda, yeah.
All right, he's going against Tyrese Maxey. Is Maxey a good defender?
I wouldn't say that's what he's known for. No.
All right. How about VJ Edgecombe unders tonight?
Really, you want to fade the guy right off the jump? You're a hater. You're a VJ Edgecombe hater.
No. I'm not a hater. He seems like a nice dude. I'm not rooting against him. I like the Sixers this year, but you can tell me Boston is going to let a young buck come in and fucking razzle dazzle all over. I don't think so.
Damn, I can't believe you want to fade him off the jump. You know what? Stick it. I like DeAndre Ayton over you yesterday, and you had a good read on that. Stick with your prop reads, especially unders, because we have to be willing to take prop unders in the NBA this year. So honestly, any under you like, I'm good with.
All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna.
We've been saying this ramble for fucking ever, but for some reason he's a hater. I can't quite figure it out.
Blue collar defense guy. Yeah. But I want to phase off.
I predict at some point this season you'll be glazing VJ Edgecombe.
Maybe. I've already said it 17 times. Maybe I'm wrong on the kid. Blue collar defense could be like drafted 18th. I just thought he was a little overhyped because he looks really good when he dunks. I could be wrong.
He's a bucket.
All right, he's a bucket. I'm going to pay to fucking find out in game 1 of the NBA season. Washington Wizards 10 against the Bucks. Are we fading the Bucks off the rip or what?
Not against the Washington Wizards. I said the Nets could be the worst team in NBA history, but the Wizards could be too. This is a bad fucking team. Does the starting lineup say that? Who's the starting power forward for this team?
K. George.
Oh yeah. Chris Middleton, small forward. Yesterday when we looked that up, it was swapped.
The Middleton Kuzma revenge game.
There is, bro, Giannis, if he wants to, is going to have 50 points tonight. There is absolutely fucking no one on this team that can stop Giannis. I would not bet against the Bucks. You want to fade the Bucks? Just wait. That's all I'm saying. I was gonna say Giannis could break Wilt's record tonight if he wanted to.
Who is Alex Sarr?
That's the guy they drafted 2 overall behind Risache, or was it the other way around? But those are the guys who went 1 and 2.
All right, listen.
I don't think he's horrible, but I don't think he's good either.
I'm looking at this guy right now. He ain't it.
No.
This guy ain't it. All right, we gotta fade. Should we take Miles Turner?
Yeah, but as we kind of learned from the NBA Finals, Miles Turner is still going to be out there on the perimeter shooting threes and shooting jumpers. So if you're looking for like a bruiser, you're not going to get it with Miles Turner. You should literally just back Giannis. I'm not even joking.
All right, 40 plus.
Don't hate it. I saw it. Kev said triple double. I don't hate that either, but I really just think it's scoring tonight for him.
Me too. All right, Pistons -1.5, -140 or -138. Oh, you definitely got to take the money line there. -138 on the money line. Total 235.5. Chicago Bulls, the Chewy Chicago Bulls opener. Should we fade Chewy?
No, we shouldn't. Well, they're disrespecting the Pistons again, just like they did pretty much.
I was going to say that's all short line.
It is. And I just think it's disrespect. I don't even know if it's like sharp. I literally think it's just fucking disrespect.
Jaden Ivey's out. Okoro, Thompson. I mean, yeah, this is a good team. Do you think that? Oh, dude. I got it. I've been saying this for years. Anytime a promising center going against Vucevic, you got to bet on him. He's going to have some sort of legacy night. Jalen Duren, what are we going to do?
Glad you said it. Thank you. Double. That's my double guy. Yeah, dude. I was waiting for you to say it so I could tail your pick. I like Jalen Duren. I gave you him fucking like 10 times last year for a double. Love it. Double. Look at me like that all you want, dude. Thunder -6. Thunder -6.
Oh, that's right. Fucking guy. And he just steal my fucking thunder. Anyways, yeah, we sure Steak. We can collab on fucking Jalen Duren double.
Yeah, we got to collab.
All right,
it's shocker. It's somebody from Michigan. Something Michigan involved.
All right,
we love Michigan.
The New Orleans Pelicans are 4 on the road against Memphis. Do you want to fade the trendy Pelicans right out of the gate?
No, because I really, really hate the Grizzlies this year. Hate them. Look up that starting lineup and tell me if you recognize any of the names that aren't Jaren Jackson Jr. or John Morant.
Yeah. KCP.
Yeah. Exactly.
Jock Landale. Who the fuck is that guy?
Jock Landale is hilarious.
This is what I don't understand. How do there 5 NBA players out already? They're already out?
Yeah, well, Ty Jerome is injured. Zach Edey's injured. Jeez.
What is everybody doing? They just spent all fucking offseason in Cancun. You're millionaires. You can go anywhere you want. You can probably fuck anybody who you want. And you're hurt. 5 people are hurt. What are they doing?
No idea, man.
They don't want to play.
I will not be betting money on the Grizzlies. We also can't afford a rant right now. I love your rants, but it's 12.
Who starts the season with half their team injured?
I don't know.
The fuck are you doing? Everybody's
49ers.
You're in LA Fitness hooping it up, having your fucking social media team take clips of you. Oh, yeah, he fucking rolled an ankle. Get out there and fucking play. Jesus Christ. Clippers 10 against the Jazz.
Nothing with the Jazz. I'm excited to watch the Jazz, Ace Bailey and Walter Clayton. But do I think you're betting them is a smart idea? No, I don't. But
Jazz not.
No, go ahead.
Jazz dog of the day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You hate the Clippers. That's funny.
Walker Kessler fucking masterclass all over Zubac's stupid face. Lauri Markkanen 37-8 incoming. And Ben Zenzaba, a guy I've never heard of, but I can already tell I'm going to look at his face and like him.
Can't pronounce that like Z.
Love him. This is a guy that wants to hoop. 21-year-old out of Ohio State. Love him. That's a guy that wants to hoop. That's a guy that's going to hoop. He's going to fucking put Bradley Beal in a blender. I hate this stupid team. Give me, and who is this? Keontae George? He's got a stupid smirk on his face. Not in love, but I'll take it.
Yeah, he's not my guy at all.
All right. Jazz.
Rowdy alert. Rowdy loves the Spurs.
Well, I think Rowdy is a Spurs fan.
Oh, I didn't know.
But
you love the Spurs every night, Rowdy? Do you love
Rowdy,
the
yes.
Spurs?
Yep. Spurs 3 against the Mavs.
Awesome
+3.
game. Is that game at 10?
9:30.
That'll be an awesome game to watch after the match.
Yeah, I'll catch the first quarter.
What do we
Do you have
do?
any takes?
What do
Or
we
you
do?
just said it's
What
an
do-
awesome game?
What do we do
What do we do about what?
about this game? I like both teams.
What the fuck are you asking me for, dude?
I just want to know what you think.
I just
Mavericks-
gave you my fucking heart and soul on the Jazz.
Okay.
Hell
fine.
job.
Yeah, that was a good one. I can't give you my heart and soul. I think it's the Spurs.
I think it's the Spurs too. And the reason why is because I see D Russell right here. I'm going to assume that's D'Angelo Russell. He is awful. I cannot bet on D'Angelo Russell. So for that reason, I am
Can you pull
all
up
in.
the starting lineup again, just one more time?
Yeah, I pushed I fucked up. Hold on.
It's fine.
Here's the starting lineup.
God, the Kings. I'm distracted by how ass the Kings.
Oh, dude, it's 12:03. I got to go on owner's box.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll wrap it up. I'll put out my NBA picks on Twitter a little later.
Great stream, guys. Great stream. Everybody, good luck. All right, Rowdy W streaming tonight. Love it. D-Lo is always good the first 3 months of the year. Ooh, 3 months. Jesus, I don't know about that. Thanks for hanging out, guys. That was awesome. We will not be on tomorrow. Don't forget Corpus Christi, but we will be doing the Degenerate Happy Hour 7:00, talking about Thursday Night Football, your favorite Thursday night pregame show on the Picket YouTube Happy Hour. And then Friday we'll be back. We're gonna raid Owner's Box. I'm gonna go talk some shit with the Canadians. Steak will be on them later in the week. Thank you very much for hanging out. Join the raid. Join the raid. Join the raid. Appreciate all the support, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, engage. We appreciate